Nothing to see here. Move on. That's right. Put your gun away. Don't come down here. I'm just gonna risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. Right. What was I taking? Oh, hello. That looks interesting. Oh, is that it? I did it. Oh, just got to steal it all now.
What have we here?
Is this so? This I assume this is now Hank because we're
cute at first.
best of 3, right? So we've had 3. Yeah, we've had 3 Fetch. We've had 3 Eugene. So now we're having 3 Hank, even though I don't like Hank and I don't really care. I'm quite happy if Hank's framed for murder. After all, he's responsible for a few we won't talk about. She says, scowling in rage. Oh, there we go. Complete! Huzzah! Oh, we're on part 3. Oh my god, we're speeding ahead. So yeah, this must be Hank's turn. Hank's turn. I'm getting faster now, actually. Now I sort of know what to look for. I think we'll get through these a lot more. So I'll just connect this up to my paper trail. And then we'll pop back out. Pop back out into reality. So it now says that 3 more corpses, very few answers. Who wanted Fishbine, Criley and Paulson dead? Keep your eyes out for the white rabbit. She might lead us to more clues. Oh, that's really helpful. Thanks. Thanks for that. Kind of already did that. So we powered through that. Didn't really give us any answers, but it does look like there's killings in 3s tied to individual powers. There's the posters and there's the car. You'll notice there are no drug lords standing near it. So, yes, sadly, I can't take credit for the photos. It'd be a hell of a lot cooler if it was your photos, but I could see why they've not done it because it would just be awful. Oh, it's a campaign car. Oh, it's Senator Winegard, whoever Winegard is. Assumedly, he is... Oh, it says here, Senator Winegard has an anti-conduit agenda. It's his entire platform. His policies make the DUP look like the CRL. I don't know what that is. But basically, he has made enemies with his crazy over-the-top campaign. So, let's have a look at Dove number 6. It's beautifully folded as usual. We go down the page and we see... Goodbye, sweet Hitori. And then Mama. Oh, I see. So the rabbit underneath is going goodbye, sweet Hitori. And the rabbit underneath, the rabbit that's watching, I assume his mum or her mum die, goes Mama. And then this thing's flying in and they look up and they go, huh? And then it says, warm enough for ya? Contrary to opinion, revenge is served hot. Senators and death threats go hand in hand, but from my experience, conduits rarely miss their target. Looks like someone is burning for some attention and now they've got ours. Oh, great. As far as dying is concerned, some people are just better at it than others. And then they've given me, that rustling is me opening my notepad again, they've given me another, I'd imagine it's 11 digits, I've not counted, but they've given me another code that, assumedly, I can bung into the old DUP database again. Let's have a look. 91701. Let's see. Hello. File retrieved. Cell 404 surveillance imprint. This is the cell that What's-Her-Face broke out of. Celia broke out of. Oh, jeez. Blood splatter. Ugh. Oh, the liquid conduit suppression protocol automatically leached the blood from the cell upon detecting the sudden influx of foreign moisture. However, the cell's forensic lighting can still reveal residual proteins for blood pattern analysis. Okay, so the walls absorbed the thing. Oh. Cell 404 surveillance imprint. This imprint was recorded immediately following incident 6, I'm going to write this down. I'm pretty sure I've written it down already, but 6486 340065. Maybe I haven't actually. Subject 05673392606, which I have looked up. Celia Pendergast. was extracted from the cell and taken to the infirmary where she died from her injuries. Well, fuck. So I found 1 of 4. That's really comforting. Great. Thanks for that. What's this? It's a dove. Folds out to dragon. Very nice. And then, more things. She made hundreds of them over her 7 years of incarceration. New ones were found throughout the cell on the night of her incident, drenched in blood. She illustrated and wrote on this particular dove. Well, that's like a map, innit? I assume. She was a talented artist. In addition to drawing, she also drew numbers and lines all over the walls of her cell. The significance of these digits and patterns has yet to be determined. Well, can't you match it up? I mean, surely it's not rocket science. Standard issue power suppression cuffs. The cell cannot be unlocked until the device has been fitted on the subject. The device was inspected and found to be in proper working condition. So the question is, how did she manage to do all that? And then what's this on the bed? We've got another origami. Which is there a way to see this bigger? Your claws are hurting me. It's the only way I know how to hold you, I think this says. Oh, so the dragon picked up the rabbit, I think. And then it's, well then, I'd rather not be held at all. Where are you taking me, I think that says, in tiny writing. Oh, so those are the 2 doves I found. Good job there, me. And then more stuff. So we found 4 things. I've no idea what that means. The campaign poster, re-elect Winegard for senator, winegardforsenate.com. Oh, that's a bit of a clue. Let's have a look. Winegard. Is it Winegard or Wine? I think it's Winegard for Senate.com. Oh, hello. Second assassination attempt doesn't faze Senator. Here's what he had to say about the attack.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Winegard. I've had the honor of representing you in the United States Senate for the past 11 years. During that time, I've stood for honesty, integrity, and an end to bioterrorism. As you know, most bioterrorists are safely detained at Curtin Cay, but that doesn't mean that the threat has been eradicated. Due no doubt to my tough stance on bioterrorism, I have become the personal target of one of these dangerous individuals. First in a parking lot in Georgetown, and then again when I went to inspect the devastation caused by the bioterrorist fetch at the Crocodile Club. This cowardly would-be assassin blew up my car. Both times, I narrowly escaped with my life. But freedom can't be killed, and I have redoubled my effort to make sure these bioterrorists are locked up and unable to harm innocent people. That's why I'm calling on all citizens not just to vote for Winegard, but to let their congressmen know that they support my anti-bioterrorist legislation. Together, we will snuff out the bioterror menace wherever it may fester. Why should we be the ones living in fear? It's their turn to be scared. Thank you.
What a douchebag.
Paid for by citizens for Winegard.
Wingard, what a name. Winegard. So actually, yeah, he's had 2 assassination attempts on him, which is interesting. So that's the first car was on fire. I am sharpening my bioterrorist genes to stab you in the heart, Senator. You have proven to be a worthy foe, a real fighter with conviction for your beliefs. But when the battle is over, you will lose the power of bioterrorism incarnate. I have no rules, no code, no mercy. Your stalwart righteousness doesn't stand a chance. So that's what the message was that was left on the back of the poster the first time round. And then the second time round was the one we've just been to, I think. And obviously he's managed to survive both. But that's an interesting thing. The man. Well, that's nice. And then this one. Can you imagine, by the way, if someone found this by accident that didn't understand that it was part of a game? I don't think you can. I think it forces you to log in before you do anything with it. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? If, your gran found it when she was doing something, or someone someone like looking up Senate stuff, and they were like, what is this? Bioterrorists? Conduits? Oh my god, we're going to die. So that hasn't helped me at all, really. I want to think there's something going on with these things on the wall. And it isn't giving me the doves, is it? I've got to go through and actually like unlock the doves again, which is a bit of a pain. Oh god, okay, so this is going to take a bit of work. What I've done is I've tried to draw these out, but this is going to be really awkward to show you guys, I think. But if you see on, probably not that one's a terrible example, or maybe it isn't. If you see on this, so you see on this, let me see if I can zoom in. Yes, right, okay, I've zoomed all the way in. So now, if you could see on this spider web that she's drawn, if I take my pieces of paper and match it up, okay, so you see where, so you've got 6 and 5, so they've obviously got to be 41 and 93, yeah? I don't know why I'm going, yeah, like suddenly a disembodied voice is going to go, yeah, I totally understand what you're talking about. 4 is 1 down from 6 and 5, so it must be 26. It's in between 41 and 93. Then 3 must be, I think that's 71, because it's the only number at the end, which makes 2, 87, which makes 1, 3? Yeah, no, and that gives us 11 numbers. So 1 is 0, 2 is 44, I think, 3 is 65, 4 is 86, 5 is 105, and 6 is 5, I think. So that should give us 2 numbers, 2 series of numbers that are 11 numbers, 11 digits. So if I can now find somewhere in the depths of my blinking, oh, it's this, it is actually this. So if I can scroll out again, 3, 8, 7, 7, 1, 2, 6, 9, 3, 4, 1. Yes, here we are. Incident report. Oh, I like incident reports. Collusion between 2 inmates. Dun, dun, dun. So, despite our best efforts to isolate the detainees in a safe and thorough a manner as possible, 2 ward mates developed a relationship that threatened to undermine the careful work being done with both. Inmate 00731718404 began looking out for 05673392606, warding off any bullies and establishing a friendship. Bullies always sounds a bit familiar. Just writing down the names of these inmates so we can look them up and see what's going on here, because something's going on. Okay, inmate 007, etc. was relocated to the maximum security ward due to his history of escape attempts and insurrection. So maybe that's Hank. And the monitoring of inmate, the other one, has been increased ever since she used her daily paper privilege to create the attached image. So maybe Hank's the first one and Celia is the second. And the thing says, my new friend was sent away today. It was my fault, I'm sure. I was just trying to be nice, just like he was nice to me. He told me I reminded him of his daughter, and now, just like my real parents, he's gone. I've just realised something. Maybe she's really young, or she was young and she's grown up because it's been 7 years. Who did Augustine, right at the end, in that cutscene trailer, who did she meet up with? Did I imagine that it was a young, black-haired girl who had a power and we don't know what power she had? What if Celia is the little girl that Augustine captured? Just calling it now. Possibly. That's what it is. So I'm going to try and look up inmate. So let's see if this is Hank. Henry Daughtry. Oh, Hank. Yes, there we go. It's Hank. Petty criminal since he was 12, etc, etc. A load of stuff has been blanked out. We don't know how old he is. We don't know what that thing says. But that is basically a study of what he is like. But we know what Hank's like because we've seen him. The question is, what's the other one? Is this the same file we've seen before, or is this a new... Celia Pendergast. Age 19. Date of birth, we don't know. One of the first detainees admitted. There you go. I bet it is. One of the first detainees admitted to Curd and Kay, Miss Pendergast possesses vast reserves of untapped capabilities that demand further study, consideration and caution. She was one of the first subjects enrolled in Curd and Kay's, and then the whole thing's blanked out, apart from due to the early age of her incarceration. So that's just been retracted from the record. We have no information on that. She has powers presiding over every form of paper. She can create pulp and stock out of trace elements. She can effortlessly fold paper on itself in ways that require hundreds of pounds of mechanical force to achieve normally. These folding techniques allow her to create deceptively durable paper armour, paper projectiles, and animated origami constructs that have proven extremely effective in combat. She can also briefly transform herself into origami constructs or simply absorb the lightness of paper to ride wind currents. While she is an extremely promising candidate for field work, she occasionally displays a lack of seriousness and susceptibility to distraction. She has a crippling case of abandonment anxiety after bouncing from foster home to foster home. Interesting. I reckon that is. I reckon that's the person Augustine met.